What up, y'all? What it do? It's your girl Hill, aka Miss Indigo Blue. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back again and again and again. Today, we are doing my daughter's hair. So this is where she started off, and this is the end results. If you're interested in taking this journey with us, then stay tuned. So the first thing that I'm going to do is create a treatment mask for her hair. She's going to wear it for the next few hours before we actually start the washing process. So I'm using this leave-in conditioner, and I'm going to mix everything into the rest of the container that's left. We're using Jamaican black castor oil by Tropic Isle. We're using this Baby Don't Be Bald argan oil. We're using this peppermint tea tree lotion from Eden Works. Also using essential oils in the tea tree formulation and some fenugreek powder. We're going to add the My Black is Beautiful treatment mask, the Off-Scalp replenishment, and then we're going to stir it all up. So you want to make sure, of course, that you stir all of the ingredients together well so that your treatment mask is nice and smooth and that all of the oils and everything else is blended together. We did record us applying the mask, however, I'm not sure what happened to the footage. But you want to make sure that you divide the hair into sections, and you just have to divide the hair depending on its thickness. So I usually divide her hair into 3 sections, 1 in the top, 2 in the back, including the sides. And then apply the treatment mask from root to end in a generous amount. We want all of the hair covered. Make sure that curl pattern is popping before you get up. And she has a dentist appointment today, so we're going to let it sit for quite a few hours, come home, clean up, and then start washing it out. So I'm going to just start to rinse the product out with lukewarm water, and you'll start to see her curl pattern develop even more. The shampoo that I am using is the Silicone Mix Original Formula Shampoo. You want to make sure that you really cleanse the hair. Make sure that you're getting that scalp nice and clean so that the hair can breathe, especially if you use heavier hair products. I do find this to also be a very gentle shampoo, so I do shampoo her hair twice, even though you may not be able to tell here in this video, and then we're going to apply another treatment. The treatment that we use is the My Black is Beautiful treatment. You leave it in for 5 to 10 minutes and then you rinse it out as well. Since we did the mask, we're just going to leave it in for the 5 minutes, rinse it out, and then we'll head to the bedroom to start adding the products to her hair that we're going to leave in. The camera is not focusing, but we were both really happy with the result. I'm just going to use this wide tooth comb to comb her hair out, and then we're going to add more conditioning products. The My Black is Beautiful line also has a moisturizing lotion. We're going to use that. Not sure if it's the 3C or the 4C option, or the 3 type or 4 type option. We tend to use both. We like both and don't feel that either one of them works better than the other. I do like to do this in sections, so I section off 2 sections in the back and 1 in the top before I start applying the product. So we are out of hair sulfate, so we're going to use this scalp serum to work on her dry scalp.
It's dry? You just wetted my hair.
Wet it?
Wet my hair.
Alright. No such word as that. And it is super conditioned, so we're going to use this Cornrow custard.
Custard? I thought it was a food.
Yeah, but it's the consistency of the food custard, so they called it.
Smells good.
Repeat on the other 2 sections. We're placing some Hollywood hair serum on her scalp to seal in the moisture, and then we're going to head to the blow dryer. It's late at night. We don't want no wet hair tomorrow still. We all know that wet hair can lead to fungus, so we just went ahead and blew it out. We were both kind of upset. She was like, "Oh, I look like Christina Milian," but we're going to go ahead and dry it anyway and stretch it so that it's easier to get into the braided style. We decided to do a multi-braided style into 2 French braids with some curly braiding hair added to the moisturizing to amp it up a little to her hair, as well as oil to her scalp. As I said, she has a very dry scalp. But you will also see me using an edge control stick to kind of put some weight into her hair as I am creating the braids. But we gonna talk about something right now while y'all watch this. This child is tender-headed. I was tender-headed. If you were tender-headed, comment tender-headed down in the comment section below the video. I'm telling you. But when people are tender-headed, they take it overboard. I know it hurts. But because I know it hurts, I'm extra gentle. Let me tell you, when I was like 17, 18 years old, the kids used to come to my doorstep with the comb and the grease. Like, "Can you please comb my hair? Because my mama hurts me." And it wasn't just one. Like, they were showing up to get their hair braided. So I know I'm not doing all what she is acting like. And I know there's different levels of tenderheadedness, but if your child is tenderheaded, I'm going to tell you one thing that I found that worked. Because we done got all the way to age 9. And of course, when she was 2 and 3 and 4, it was easy to comb her hair while she was asleep. But now it's a little bit harder to do that. And she needs to, go through the process just like I'm going through the process, right? This is for you. And I braid it up so that we don't have to do it too often. So you should be happy about that, right? So anyway, we had a talk. And I sat down and I told her, the ridiculous way that you be acting when I am doing your hair is got to stop. I need to be able to trust you to act like a big girl when we are going through this process, because just leading up to it, knowing I'm getting ready to do your hair, starts stress for you and for me, because I have to warn you, hey, it's about time to get that hair done. I'm gonna need you to get it together. But no, really sit down, talk to them, let them know, hey, this is for your benefit. We don't want you running around here with the hair looking bad. One, we don't want you running around here with the elements attacking your hair because we haven't put proper products in it to protect it. Dryness. The sunshine is wonderful for our skin and wonderful for us to get that vitamin D, but it's adding heat to the hair and sucking those products out, especially if your porosity is high, which we both have. So just sit down and talk to the kids. Since my mom used to take that brush and tear me up, and that comb and tear me up, and I probably was all too deserving after watching what my child is doing. I must admit that. I learned how to do my hair at her age though, because I'm not about to keep getting beat up with the brush. Like, it's just not happening. But it was a whole different story. Her hair is pretty much like mine. My mama had this long silky hair that she barely even have to brush in the morning. So of course her trying to adjust to learning how to do my hair was a much larger curve. But just talk to them. Sit them down like, hey, it's time for you to be a big girl. I'm doing this for you, so that you can look nice, so that your hair can be strong, and so that it can be well conditioned, and so that it's not falling out or looking crazy. Even in a couple years, you'll appreciate it then. But right now, I need you to act like you appreciating it now. My time, my energy, and my effort that I'm putting into you as a mother. And no, we're not going to no hairdresser and doing all that kind of stuff if it's not necessary. For those of you who have that privilege, I say to you. But we doing this hair at home. So anyway, back to the style. You'll see that I have started creating like a heart-shaped braid on one side, and then just putting some other braids with it. We're not going to repeat the heart-shaped braid on the other side. I just kind of freestyled and went with it. I didn't know exactly what type of style we were going to end up with. If she was going to have one braid down the back, two braids down the back, or if I was going to throw them in some type of buns or ponytails. So I was just braiding to keep it neat and making the braids small enough to where it wouldn't get fuzzy too quickly. When you see me adding the braiding hair into the hair, what you're going to notice is that I don't put it on her scalp. I just feel like the braiding hair sucks some of the product out of the real natural hair, and why make it do that on the scalp? If we're going to add it for us, we're just going to add it to the ends. So the packages of hair that I got do come from Amazon. They're these little curly, intertwined kind of, they're 10-inch little curly braiding hair things. I'll just link them down below. They do sometimes tangle and they do sometimes not, so you want to be very careful when you're untwining them and getting them out of the package. But you'll see that I just braid down to just past the end of her hair and add a rubber band, and then leave that hair hanging out. And towards the end of the styling session, you will see that I simply just add a little bit of product to them, comb them out a little bit, might brush them out, but just finagle them a little bit to keep it looking a little bit more natural and to put some sheen back into the hair because the curls actually do kind of look dry when you spread them out. So that's what we're doing, and she was totally happy, and she always is happy with the end results. It's just getting there that is usually such a problem. But I will say, after that sit down conversation, things have changed, and I didn't have that issue anymore. And I'm thankful to her, I'm thankful to me, and I'm thankful to all of our soul family that went into making that righteous, because we don't need to feel like it's a beef to get our hair done. This is something we should be coming together to do harmoniously, and now we do. So I am Miss Indigo Blue. I do thank you for stopping through to my channel. I hope that this inspires you to do something similar with your child's hair, or someone else young who and if it does, then definitely show me the results. I'm going to post pictures of her finished results on Instagram, and I will also be sharing them with you here momentarily. But before I do that, I'm going to leave you, of course, with my mantra, which is, when it gets hectic, don't forget, I've got it, you've got it, we've got it, the power. And you can do anything and everything with your power, may it be for your greatest good or your greatest other. I'm Miss Indigo Blue, and I'll see you here again soon, next time. Hey, and don't forget to let me know if you want to see more hairstyling videos like this one, to comment down below, and I'll make sure that I get those to you. Alright? See y'all next time. Ciao.